Hi, I'm Carl with Bare Arms Gun Range, and we're back for this week's pro tip. We're continuing on the topic of handgun grip, and today we're talking about revolvers. Okay, revolver grip. It's a little bit different than our good solid two-handed grip we talked about last week with a semi-automatic handgun. First, we're going to talk about why it needs to be different. Okay, on a semi-automatic handgun, we talked about getting as high up as we can, thumbs forward, but the issue when it comes to revolvers is what's known as cylinder gap. And what that is a gap between the cylinder, which holds all the cartridges, and the barrel itself. There's a little tiny paper-thin gap between the front of the cylinder and the barrel. Now the issue is, as we fire, the hot expanding gases that push the bullet out of the cartridge case and down the barrel also escape left and right through that gap. And if we have our good typical two-handed grip like we would on a semi-automatic, there's a chance that maybe our thumb or part of our hand is extending past the cylinder, and then we risk getting burnt by those hot expanding gases. We don't want that. So we do have to modify our grip a little bit. I see a lot of the competition shooters who use revolvers. They have the same master grip like we talked about with the semi-automatic, but it's the support hand that changes. And I see those competition shooters wrap their support hand thumb back behind the thumb of the master grip. This allows them to run the hammer on the revolver faster. Now personally, I don't use that grip. I do something a little bit different, and this is what I tend to teach folks. I tuck the thumb on my master grip, all right? And as I bring my support hand up, I bring the meaty part of the palm up to the meaty part of the palm on the master grip, and my support hand thumb goes on top of the master grip thumb. All right, index finger of the support hand wraps around the fingers of the master grip, contacting the bottom of the trigger guard, very similar to our semi-automatic handgun grip. The biggest difference here is I no longer have my thumbs forward. I'm kind of tucking my thumbs a little bit, keeping them away from that cylinder gap because I don't want to get burnt. Now, when it comes to applying pressure, the concept is still very much the same, as I don't want to squeeze too hard with my dominant hand, and I want to take up a lot of that pressure with my support hand. And this thumb over top grip, as I like to call it, allows me to use the thumb of my support hand over top of the master grip thumb and squeeze down on top of that master grip thumb, and that applies pressure around the back of my master grip without me having to really squeeze those muscles. So I can tighten up and cinch down that grip with my support hand and still kind of maintain somewhat relaxed in my dominant hand. This allows me a good, smooth trigger pull. Remember, your dominant hand's job is to press the trigger only. The support hand's job is to hold and support the firearm. This allows the muscles in the dominant hand to isolate the trigger finger and press the trigger smoothly. So again, give you a close-up of what this looks like. Notice I am tucking my master grip thumb. Support hand goes on top, kind of filling in this area here, palm to palm. Support hand thumb pulls down and applies that pressure on the master grip thumb, and that creates tension around the back of the hand without me actually having to squeeze the muscles. Master grip pretty much stays the same. The fingers of the support hand pretty much remain the same. The biggest difference is the thumbs. I don't want to extend past the cylinder. You'll get burned. Guys, that is it for Revolver grip. Practice both Revolver and your semi-automatic grip. Next week, we're going to talk about shooting stance again. All right, guys, if y'all have any questions about anything we've discussed in today's video or any of our other videos, go ahead and leave us a comment below or just come into the shop so we can talk. And if you like what we're doing here, consider liking and subscribing to our channel. That's it for this week. We'll see you all next time.